Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today me and Luke will be doing a film review. Sorry, why am I laughing? A movie review for Bring It On, Fight to the Finish, starring Christina Milian as the main character. So yeah, we recently watched this film when we were really drunk. Oh no! Even yeah, the dogs.
Dog doesn't like it. Look, he says no.
The dog's even saying no.
The dog says no.
Sorry. But yeah, we watched the film when we were incredibly drunk. And
very drunk.
Very
drunk.
So yeah, what we'll do is I'll briefly explain what the film's about. So I definitely suggest have a bit to drink when you do watch this film. If you do want to check it out, it's currently on Netflix anyway. So basically, Christina Milian's character, Catalina was a full name, but called her Lena. So she basically, her parents, what happens in the film, she's part of a cheerleading team already in her high school, and she's got so she's already part of a cheerleading team in her school, and what happens is her mum gets married to someone else, and well, her mum newly remarries basically.
A dad with money.
Yeah, but purposely marries a man with money. Making out her mum's a gold digger in the film. And he's already got a daughter from a previous relationship. So what they do is they move to his house, and he lives in a really posh, big house. So her and the mum, Lena and the mum. I keep saying Christina Milian. Sorry, I did grow up listening to Christina's music, so I'm just gonna keep saying Christina Milian the whole time. So yeah, Lena and her mum, they move into the new house with her new husband and everything, and so she has to start a new life at a new school, and this school's basically full of posh kids, snobby kids, basically. That's why. What I just call them.
And immediately the film becomes outdated.
Immediately, yeah. Immediately the film becomes outdated. So she's basically trying to fit into new school and get into the cheerleading squad there, but there's already like competition. There's already like two main girls, popular girls, who ain't gonna let her in no matter what, because they just already made their choice of not liking her immediately, and but yeah, so throughout the whole film she's just trying to like prove herself, and she ends up making friends. She gets more closer to her stepsister, who goes to the same school as well, who is living at the same house with her. She so it's basically it's the actress who's from Teen Wolf, who's like
not very good.
Whoa. Who's she best friends with? The main character in Teen Wolf, the girlfriend of the main character.
The awful bad actress.
The other awful bad actress in Teen Wolf.
The one from Gotham. I don't care about her.
She's so it's basically that actress. Early on in her career, starred in this Bring It On film. So she ends up in all that time getting closer to her, and then she gets closer to this other girl at the school as well. And these girls are both looked down on by the popular girls of the school, and then Lena gets more closer to them throughout the time, and I nearly called her Christina Milian again. And then she's like, Christina's like feeling down, and is still feeling down. Well, like just feeling down, and still in touch with her friends from back home as well. And the funny thing is, in the film, as the story goes on, somehow her two friends from back home are in the school as well.
It's because her dad's got money.
Yeah, all of a sudden
apparently
they've travelled from there, and now they've like got into the school as well somehow. But I think
there's no excuse. It doesn't
really make sense.
Terrible writing.
Unless you move from one side of the city, town, wherever they live, to the other, but they've like all of a sudden out of nowhere managed to get into this big
fancy school.
I just don't get it. I really don't get it. They've like managed to get in as well out of nowhere. I don't know. The dad
bad writing.
Dad paid the school off, or it's just bad writing. But they've got into school, so they're part of like they're there with Christina, part of the cheerleading. Well, trying to get into cheerleading in that school and proving themselves every time. And then the other two girls that Christina makes friends with, she's basically trying to teach them how to dance. And her attempts of teaching them how to dance is go to a Latin party. A party with Latin, like trying to say like go to a party with Latin flavour and watch how we dance. This is where you'll learn to do cheerleading. And I'm kind of like, yeah, but that's not really anything to do with cheerleading. Like, as much as I'd love to like go to that Latin party in the film, it looked like a fun party.
But it makes no sense though, because why would you not, like, why didn't you just do a dance film? Why is it a cheerleading film with Latin dancing? It makes no sense.
I don't get it. It's cheerleading and it doesn't make sense. And then you get a guest appearance by Prima J. I used to listen to Prima J, and they're a duo, American duo. I used to love them. I was a massive Prima J fan, but they make an appearance in the film. But then they're just acting like such twats. I'm sorry, but like their characters are making them play are just acting like twats. What are you staring at? What are you looking at?
What I don't get, it's the worstest cameo I have ever seen.
So you come in a cameo and you made them look awful. You made them look like such bullies. But they're trying to make it look funny, like, oh look, they're just, look at them, they're just gobby girls, and it's so funny because they're gobby immediately, and they're intimidating these poor, like, the two friends that Christina's made friends with from the school, these poor nerdy girls.
Lots of them nerdy girls, but normal girls.
To them, they're normal girls, but to them, nerdy girls.
Yeah.
Because to me, they just look normal.
They look normal to me, they don't look no problems.
As in, like, just like...
What you'd
with
expect.
most girls, as in most girls, just in case people are like, what do you mean by normal? What do you mean by normal? But... But how he's like, but it doesn't make sense. And then another attempt, and then Christina tries to barely even teaches them throughout the whole film. There's just a bunch of things that are just happening that don't nothing to do with the story half of the time, don't make any sense. And she ends up, Christina ends up falling in love with
this really boring random guy who just turns up. Really, he's just there.
He's just there, and he's so boring, and he's basically the
brother of the girl
the girl she's hating on in school, who's not letting her onto the cheerleading team, the rich girl. She's hating on. So she starts seeing her brother, and he turns up at the party out of nowhere, the Latin party they're at, and it's like, wow, that's stalkerish. First I thought Christina probably invited him, her character isn't, Lena invited him.
I wouldn't have known.
He's like, she's even says to him in the film, she's like, stalker. She's like, well, that was stalkerish. Where did you come from? And then then he just turns up and stalks at the party out of nowhere, drives up there. I don't get the film. I'm so confused. But
I know what it is. You remember that episode in Brooklyn Nine-Nine when they put a tracking device in Terry?
Yeah, that's what it was.
That's basically what he done. He put a tracking device into Christina Milian and just was tracking her the whole day. Whatever she does, he just follows her, and anything she does in life, he's always going to follow her.
He follow her to the bathroom as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, he turns up the party, and then what happens? A few things happen that just really don't make sense, and it's just one bitchy comment. Oh yeah, and there's a bit of racism in the film. I just didn't really like this. I know it's like late 2000s, and like, that wasn't a big deal back in them days, but some of the stupid digs that the two popular girls come out with towards Lena, just because Lena's Hispanic, it's just a bit racist.
Yeah.
Isn't it something like mentions like Mexican food or something as a diss?
Yeah, they used Mexican food as a diss on the person, and it's like, that is like, what the hell? Like, this film felt like a bunch of old people were sitting in a room and were like, this sounds good, this sounds good, this sounds good. It's terrible writing. It's just bad writing, and it, like, through the film, the only way you can get through this film is drunk, because that's the only way we got through it. If we weren't drunk, we wouldn't have watched it, or we would have switched it off in between. But the writing is awful, and they just get away being, and then there's one scene where she's like, your Mexican, the two popular girls are like, your Mexican maid mother has married him, as in, the rich husband, Mexican maid mother, and then Lena's like, I'm Cuban. What?
what racism right there in the film. But I just think they just didn't know what. I think they just wanted like a few like Lena to exchange words with the popular girls, just like to act hard, like, you know, that no one's scared of anyone. They're just trying to act tough in front of each other. So I think throughout the whole film they wanted them to have disses at each other, but all the disses at each other are literally just like what would make you just make an 8-year-old laugh.
I don't even. I'll be honest. I think an 8-year-old wouldn't laugh at it.
But then some of it is quite racist, yeah.
It's just racist.
It's so embarrassing.
Like the
Why
stuff
is that
what
even
gets
in the film?
It's just bad writing. Like,
Unless the writers were like maybe of Hispanic background. And
when you looked it up just before, it was all American writers.
Really?
It was all American men writers.
Oh my god, there must
The
be
most American
old men.
It was a bunch of old men. A bunch of old men wrote this film, and it feels like it because this movie is a pile of garbage. What no one should see other than you're drunk.
Yeah.
Literally. It's so bad because talking about the Latin dancing, right? And near the end of the film, I'm gonna completely spoil it because it was that bad.
Oh yeah, they did it again, didn't they?
They did this right at the end when they do the big dance. There's no Latin dancing involved. It's just cheerleading. So what was the point of the Latin dancing?
Yeah, it could have actually been brought into the cheerleading a little bit. Like
it was not there. It was just terrible. What was the point?
Yeah, what was the point of you even doing that then in the first place? Yeah, because there's a second time in the film where she takes her two new friends at school, who popular girls look down on, to another like dance sort of thing, but it's in a boxing gym. Yeah. And I'm like, you're disturbing these poor boxers who are trying to like concentrate on boxing with like you guys practicing dancing right in the same studio.
That scene gets better. This scene gets so much better because these guys are practicing boxing. They're all boxing, having to do their workout, and then there's just some random ass dancers in the background, all prepared to train them how to dance. What? In a boxing gym? Why would you have dancers?
In a boxing gym, that makes so. That's like watching Rocky, and then they had like a corner for the dancers. And oh my god! And remember her annoying friend, Lena's main character, Lena. Her annoying friend who's like literally, it's like she's on crack or something. She's like really hyper. Like, oh my god! Every second's like I'm loud, and I'm like, calm down.
You're a bad actress.
Relax.
Stop.
The girl who's playing her best friend from back home, as in the best friend. Like I'm like, calm down. Like, what are you smoked? And they're thinking it's funny, and I think they're just doing it because they're trying to show she's funny and to make audiences laugh. But even kids in them days wouldn't have watched it.
I don't know how kids would have watched it because even by the age of 12 or 13, if
they were aiming it for teens, because a lot of the scenes, like Christina Milian's literally got like a sort of bra sort of crop top on with the boobs falling out, so I'm pretty sure this film was aimed for teen girls, or maybe some teen boys to sell the film as well as sex sells, but you could tell it was aimed for teen girls and teen boys.
But it doesn't work. It's a terrible movie.
More likely little kids will watch it, but even kids in them days wouldn't have been entertained by it.
No.
But it's just really and then their final dance at the end, obviously giveaway, Lena's team wins. Of course, at the end, no shock. Wins at the end. In the most, like, it's the worstest way you could ever announce a winner. It happened so quick, I didn't even realise what was going on. There was barely any dances shown.
There was like 2 dances, and the
final,
and the one dance is copied from the dance before. The Popular Kids team from the same school has the same dance that they did the day before because it was filmed in the exact same time because they had the exact same dance moves. You could see, remember they
when the girl did the splits, yeah,
twice, so they filmed that the once and put it for both days.
So
it's so lazy.
Lame. It was lazy. This was made lazy. It was just like they couldn't be asked with this, or like whatever. It's still gonna sell because it's got the Bring It On name anyway. And the first Bring It On film was much better with Kirsten Dunst and Gabrielle Union was a much better film. I much prefer that film. I grew up as a teen loving that film, and then this one has just ruined it for me completely. I'm like absolutely like you guys are so lazy with what you've done with this. And yeah, the popular kids dance is actually better than Lena's character's dance. I'm like, come on, if you're going to make Lena win and her team win, make sure it's a good dance.
Yeah, it's terrible.
It's absolutely awful.
Yeah, it's just, yeah. There's not much more I can say. It's just a bad movie. Everything about it's disgraceful. Whoever, you forgot the best scene. You forgot the best scene, which was the dream scene at the beginning of the film, where you see these girls start talking to these Mexican guys, and they turns into Mortal Kombat's guy, goes over them, and then these like Mexican guys just start dancing. It looks so stupid.
Oh, and like no one's moving in time with each other. You're telling me they couldn't get actual dancers to move in time with each other, and it looks really odd. And oh my god, that was really funny actually.
It's just so random.
Oh, remember the Cholo boyfriend of one of the girls from one of her friends from back home.
Yeah.
The Cholo boyfriend who's literally like he's another one that's on drugs as well.
Yeah.
Most characters are more like
He
he's on
comes
drugs.
across as a creep.
He's such a creep and he annoys you. It's like every second. Like he's just gonna hump anything that's in front of him.
He humped his own car, to be fair.
He would. Oh my god, he's so annoying. He looks a bit like the guy from Black Eyed Peas.
He does. I
Which
feel so.
one was it? Oh, I forgot which one.
No one remembers which one, unfortunately. He's the
Taboo.
one.
Taboo.
I think it might be.
Yeah, that's his name, isn't it? He looks a bit like him as well. But just with less talent, no acting talent at all. But yeah, and oh my god, and then the psycho. Oh my god, one of the friends is so psycho. The two popular girls. That they keep on having like exchanging words with and trying to take each other on. One of them's so psycho. Like the main girl, who does all the talking, and then
the other one who's
other one's just so like the way she just pulls some psycho faces at Lena.
She looks like she wants to bury her head into the fucking floor. And
She actually locks someone in their basement.
Yeah.
She's literally pulling faces like that. She'll like lock her in her basement any second. It was so funny to watch. Oh my god. And also, oh yeah, I remember the dance, and then the scene at the end when they go to a party, all the kids do at school, and I'm guessing, I don't know if it's like prom or it's like just a party, and Lena cares too much, because she starts like having a dance off with the
popular kid.
with the popular girls, and starts having a dance off with them. And then she takes it so seriously. And I'm like, why do you care?
It makes no sense why she cares so much.
You're showing you care too much. You really do. And I'm like, you're not meant to care. You're meant to just, like, get on with it. And they barely practice. That's what annoys me in this film.
There's no training montage.
There's nothing. They barely practice. I'm like, yeah. That's what... And then instead she's just too busy taking frustration out of competing with them instead. And I'm just like, yeah, I know cheerleading's competitive, but... Like, you care too much, and you've just shown at the party that you just care too much, and then she walks out, like, crying, like, oh, you don't understand. One thing I give Christina credit for, Christina Milian, she actually is an alright actress. She tried to act in this, at least she tried. But...
She tried to act, but she shouldn't have tried to act, because it's a terrible movie.
She shouldn't have bothered with that film. You can tell she's trying to act as well, because she wants to start maybe an acting career around this time in her career.
But why bother?
I wouldn't have bothered, and you can tell she's actually trying, and I'm like, why are you trying for this?
Near the end, she gives up. Near the end, she gives up. Even I could see she gave up near the end.
Because it was lazy.
And yeah, it's just, I don't know why anyone would finance this movie, but it got financed somehow, and it's just to jump on the trend. They made it 9 years too late. This was made in 2009.
I think there was a few films in between.
Was a few?
Yeah, the first thing was 99, 2000, and then there's a few in between, I think. I never watched the others though. This is literally the only one after the first one. This is the only one I've watched, and it's awful. The first one at least had better acting in, wasn't lazy, at least likeable characters in. Everyone had a personality, was really likeable. In this one, they're just very forced characters, and we expected to find them funny, but that it's just really like you just don't find it funny. It's just really for kids. The whole film is. That's if kids are even gonna watch it, to be honest. But I just felt really, I felt embarrassed. And it's such a shame because Christina Milian was a good singer and a really good dancer too.
Yeah.
She was so talented, and this film's just embarrassing her.
Yeah, completely agree.
I just feel bad. I felt bad for her in this film. But anything else that made you cry in the film? Is you feel like crying when you do watch it.
You do, because you just know it could have been better. Like, the whole Latin stuff, it could have been better.
Yeah.
And because I've just seen some of the Google reviews while you had it up quick, and you know, they were giving it 5 stars and that, and they were talking about the Latin flavour, and I just know that's not it. This film is not it.
Yeah, if they wanted to bring Latin flavour to a film, they could have done it in a better way.
Yeah.
If they wanted to bring it to this film, I think it would have been done in a better way, because I've literally, in my teens, grew up listening to Latin music, so they could have done it way better than that. I'm sorry, like, I have listened to music for years and watched the music videos, so you could have brought it in a better way.
Yeah.
You really could have brought it in more of a passionate, better way, because Latin music is passionate. It's you could have actually brought it better in this film. Especially if you're going to bring it on with the Latin flavour to it, you could have done better. Shouldn't have been made so lazily and shot better. And there's an annoying filter in the film in parts as well. There's horrible filter where it's too much sun.
God filter.
Yeah.
I just call it God filter.
When it literally feels like the sun's right next to him, and it's shining all over, and you feel really, and you're just like, what is that? It's really annoying. It hurts your eyes. Really hurts your eyes.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh please.
The solar system's there.
The solar system's there.
It was right at the end of the hallway.
And I want to see their amazing cheerleading final dance.
Watch this while you're drunk. That's all I'll say.
Watch this when you're drunk. It's just so funny.
It's a bad
As in,
movie.
it's funny because it's that bad. It will just make you laugh but then you just sort of cringing and crying at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all I'll say. But yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Luca hates it even more.
Talking about...
I just about bear with it, but...
Bear.
Oh no, just about. Oh my god. Actually, my nose don't twitch me. I was like...
That, to say your nose knows you're lying.
My nose knows I'm lying.
She loved it. It's her film of 2009.
My best 2009 film. I probably would have just enjoyed this film when I was probably 10 or something.
I would have disowned you back then if I heard you like this film.
Oh my god, it's such a good film. Bring it on. Woo.
Blocked. Unsubscribe.
Yeah, it just could have been done better. The idea of it's good, but it just could have been done way better.
Idea's fine.
Yeah.
Just the film's garbage. Straight garbage. Don't watch it. Don't waste your time.
And then they don't even and they keep repeating the same songs throughout the whole film as well. That's played twice in the film. It's they're just didn't license.
They had 3 songs, 4 songs all film, so they used that the best they could.
Why didn't they get rid of some of the annoying actors in the film, and then that could have saved them some money to get more songs?
How about they get rid of the Prima J cameo? That would have also saved money.
It made Prima J look absolutely awful.
Yeah.
Oh my god. How dare you ruin Prima J for me like that? Film. It's all the film's fault. Doing that to Prima J.
Wait. Sorry. Just talk about Prima J. Really quick one before we finish. There's during that scene Jazz was talking about, they have a jacket on what says Prima J on it,
just in case you didn't know it was them.
Their characters aren't supposed to be Prima J, because why would they just be hanging around in the...
Oh, they're not. I thought it was actually Prima J came to a party.
But why though? They'd have money. Why would you just suddenly go all the way to...
Unless they just
the
have
streets.
Friends. I don't know.
Why would you go to the streets if you've got loads of money? It doesn't seem the most...
They're trying to show they're down-to-earth girls and they're partying with their friends. I don't know.
Who was their friend? Because no one came up to them.
Yeah, no one came up to me. They were just randomly at the party walking down some stairs and then just start on the poor girls at school who were the innocent girls at school. Just start on them. What are you staring at?
But yeah, I won't say anymore.
Yeah, they had a Prima J jacket, and I think they were trying to sell the jacket. I think they were thinking, whoever watches film, we can sell out.
But it looked like it was from 2003.
The jacket too.
Yeah. You'd all seen it back 2003.
2003. Dissing Prima J's outfits, that's rude. Yeah, I think it's... Yeah, check it out while you're drunk. That's all we say.
Yeah.
What rating would you give it? Out of 10? Good question.
There's no story. The dancing's terrible. They repeat the same music over and over again. They repeat the same dancing over and over again. The Latin flavour didn't work for the film because they didn't use it at all well. I'd give it a 1. Easily a 1.
1 out of 10.
1 out of 10. I'd give it a 1 out of 10 because it's straight garbage. There's no saving grace to the film. There's nothing you could save the film.
Oh my god. What would I give it?
Jazz is usually the lenient one.
I'll fudge the film. I would give it a 2 out of 2.5 out of 10 because it sort of just kind of works for 2009. As in them sort of like...
Does it though?
Teen, kiddie films. Well, it was aimed for teens. It clearly was aimed for teens.
Right, here's something for you. 2009, we had the Incredible Hulk and Iron Man was out that year. And Iron Man was out then in 2009. So it was completely out of date.
I think Bring It On should have been... Bring It On maybe should have been something that came out in 2001.
2003, 4, I'd say max.
Yeah, max 2004, not 2009. But yeah, I feel sorry for the film. But wow.
I don't. I don't feel sorry for the film at all.
Well, it was lazily made, so
yeah.
I just feel sorry for whoever starred in it.
Yeah.
Whoever starred it, feel sorry for them because it just like lazily done. The whole film was, and not like it's their fault. Like they knew it would be lazily done because it's the Bring It On franchise, so they didn't know that, did they? So
apart from some of the actresses.
Yeah, some of the actresses were like, I don't care. But yeah, if you enjoy this review, you can leave a comment below, and yeah, like, share and subscribe this video, and feel free to sub to Luke's channels. I'll leave the links below, and go ahead and sub to my channel if you like, and follow us on our Instagram, social media, and of course, you know, he's also got an Insta too.
He should have an Insta.
He doesn't move around a lot, but he has an Insta. But yeah, thanks for watching, and we will see you all soon.